Hello, it is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here from Moon Astrology Tarot, this time for the moon in Gemini. This is March 14th through the 17th. The good news is that there's not there's going to be a lot of the moon trining planets in Aquarius and squaring planets in Pisces. There's also going to be the first quarter square moon. But other than that, there's kind of not a lot going on, but there is a lot going on, if that makes sense. Like, even if we have lulls in, there's not a lot of aspects, there's not going to be a lull in the energy probably for the rest of 2024. However, this being a moon in Gemini, we're talking about communications, and whatnot. And as I mentioned on the moon in Taurus video, of course, we want to have backup plans and whatnot, but also just miscommunications in general as emotions continue to build up. It's people are just going through a lot. People are stressed out. People are in fear mode. People are in reactivity mode, and whatnot. And so check yourself. Are you in reactivity mode, or are you in response mode? And if you're in reactivity mode, maybe that's not the time to have a conversation or, do the social media post or whatever. Shit's aggravating. I get it. Shit is very aggravating when tech glitches happen, when communication glitches happen. It's aggravating, it's annoying. Also, remember, none of us is alone. We're all experiencing something right now. Whatever it is, whether our relationship, our job, our financial situation, whatever it is, we're all experiencing some level of something right now. And it's all in your response. Gosh, I feel like I've said that in every video for like a month. But also remember that Saturn being in Pisces, therefore this moon, it will square Saturn, is, no matter what, Saturn's about taking responsibility and taking ownership and being disciplined. And sometimes even when you're feeling foggy or lull or melancholy or whatever, you got to take responsibility. You got to be disciplined to get your shit done, right? Whether you like it or not. If you happen to have a lot of mutable placements, meaning Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, you're feeling Saturn right now. Virgos, I feel like, are feeling it a lot. I feel like there's a group of us, I want to say latter 1978 to maybe like the end, or if not the beginning, the end of 70. I want to say it's the beginning of 1980. There's a group of us that have North Node in Virgo, and also have Saturn in Virgo. And that's the group of us that's like, Virgo is where our North Node is. So that's where that's the head of the dragon. That's where we're going. But we've also got Saturn there. So we're going to have like the hardest fucking climb to get to where we're going. So, anywho, it's just something to think about. If you know your own chart and you know where your North Node and your Saturn are, and you happen to be in that particular age range of people, I feel like a lot of us are kind of going through it. But if you do happen to have a lot of Virgo placements, you're probably really feeling Saturn, really restricting you, really making life, not really chaotic, but like frustrating. But also it's Saturn's like checking in, because if you do have Saturn in Virgo, you've got that like, Saturn checking in. You're at the halfway point of your next Saturn return. And are you doing the things? And are you disciplined enough to do the things? And this is where, like, having those routines, having being responsible and all of those things. And I know I've talked a lot about like my particular age group having like difficulty being quote unquote responsible adults. But I think there is something about like having priorities and being disciplined and all of that. And anywho, so anyway, we will have, of course, like I said, the first quarter moon square with this moon in Gemini, which means we are at the halfway point between the new moon in Pisces and the lunar eclipse in Libra. that we will have on the 25th. And so, we're heading into the thick of eclipse energy. And so it's, do the damn thing you need to do. Find your happy. If that means letting go of some ideas or, letting go of some belief system, letting go of some people, being okay with letting people be where they are, because not everybody is where you are. We're all in a different part of our journey. And I think that can make things very challenging, that, we're trying to do something and people think we're crazy, people think we're stupid. And you've got that conditioned in your mind that people think you're stupid or people think you're crazy. And part of what we're all kind of experiencing is a deconditioning and letting go of the whole, like, people are going to think you're crazy. People are going to think you're stupid no matter what you do. So you might as well do what brings you joy. And if you don't know what that is, do some self-discovery around it, play, all of those things. I feel like I'm kind of repeating a lot of what I've said recently. But I do think, as we head into the end of this moon in Gemini, not only will we have the first quarter square moon, but we will also have the sun coming up on its conjunction with Neptune, which can be incredibly creative. It can bring your creation to light. It could also be illusory or even delusional, like, because stuff's coming out and we don't want to believe it, cognitive dissonance, and depending on what truths are coming, what things are being exposed for you versus what's being exposed for me or anybody else could be very different. And it's that, being compassionate towards each other. It's being compassionate with yourself. And it's also knowing when to turn all the social media off, knowing when to turn the news media off so that you can actually pursue your mission, your creative project. Knowing when to, this is coming into my head. Okay, so the other day I woke up and this horse breeder that I follow on TikTok, oh, there went a card. Not gonna retrieve, well, maybe I'm gonna try, but I think it flew outside my ability to find it. Anyway, so I woke up, this horse breeder I follow had lost a mare and a foal. And then I heard some news about a hold on, hang on. Okay. Then I heard some news about two other things that aren't necessarily important to me, but it was kind of like one of those, like, holy shit's happening. Like, this was within 15 minutes of waking up. But my thing is that why was I on TikTok within 15 minutes of waking up? Like, maybe I need to go back to turning my phone off for the first hour or so when I wake up in the morning. And I still have not done that. But you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we need to know, when it's time to turn off the news, turn off the social media and stop scrolling and actually put our phones down, put our remotes to the side, whatever, so that we can actually, like, do the projects and take responsibility for a life things that we need to actually get done. And so, the universe is going to be really putting us to that test very soon. And again, I'm not the astrologer that's going to tell you that you're fucked or that you're screwed if you don't take advantage of this space and time. But I will tell you, this is a juicy one to take advantage of and to really utilize it, capitalize it, and really feel into what's next for you. And so as we get closer to these eclipses and get closer to the other transits that are happening in April, you know what? Don't live in regret that you didn't do the damn thing. Don't live in regret that you didn't try it, that you made a mess, but you tried it. Don't live in regret. Live in the power of yourself to do what you want to do that brings you happiness, that brings you joy, that brings you contentment, that brings you that celebratory moment of, holy crap, I actually did the thing. Holy crap, man, I did it. I executed that project. I got that relationship. I got the job. I got the promotion. I got I got my book written. I got it published. I had my first art exhibit. I tried a new app and wow, my creativity just launched. Don't let this media circus show the illusion. Don't let the popcorn show. I mean, it's fun to watch. I get it. I watch my share of it, right? It's fun to watch the popcorn show, and it's fun to binge watch our favorite movies and shows and all of the things. But those are dopamine rewards when we really want like that life experience reward of, holy crap, I did the thing. So anyway, that was kind of more of a high horse than I thought I was going to step on today. We got, hold on. Oh, Temperance in reverse. Is this Spock? Temperance in reverse. Things are feeling out of whack, out of balance. Things are feeling heavy. Things are feeling cattywampus. Things are feeling uncertain. And yeah. And embrace the uncertainty of, trying the thing. Embrace the uncertainty of, I just broke up. I just got divorced. I just quit my job, and holy shit, what was I thinking? Or I took the new job, or I got the new relationship, and holy shit, what was I thinking? Most of us think holy shit about success more than we think about holy shit about failure, because success is actually harder to achieve than failure, right? So I think that's what this is pointing to, is like, yes, things are absolutely out of balance, topsy-turvy. Things are absolutely completely out of our control right now. And there's something in that, because you can, unless it's absolutely affecting your day-to-day life, doesn't really matter. Anyway, I don't know where all this is coming from this moon, but hey, maybe I'm guessing somebody needed to hear me say, you can do, I believe in you, and I do think that you can do whatever it is you set your mind to doing. I've executed a few projects recently that I never thought I could do for various reasons. And they look sloppy and they look messy, and I did it. And all I can do is improve from here. We got what is this? The Cayman? What the heck is a Cayman? Caiman. The Cayman and Poppy. Or is that? I don't know what this is. But dreams. Okay. Sorry, I can't read. I don't know what this is, and I can't see the Cayman and the Poppy. But dreams. Yeah, Neptune or Sun conjunct Neptune. Dream big and try to do what you can to execute your dreams. I often think in astrology, just from looking at my own chart, and then I read other people's charts, of course, and I look at other people's charts and I'm like, you know what? I wish I had their moon in Aries or their moon in Leo, or I wish my rising was fire or something, because then I'd have like the drive and the motivation to do shit, and I don't. But I often think like, people who have fire earth in their chart, more so than I do. I mean, we all have all the 12 signs in our charts, right? But some of us have more planet placements in water and air than in fire and earth, or any combination of those four elements. And when I look at other people's charts and then I see how they go about their life, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you have all this fire and all this earth and you could do all these things, and you're just like not. And I'm like, I wish I had some of that fire. Can I have your fire, Moon? Like, because it would motivate me to get going. And I am my own way of being driven, but it honestly takes me a lot to execute things, because like I have to literally like bring myself back out of the ethers and into my human existence to actually move things forward. But don't be afraid to dream and execute your dream, whatever your dream is. And if you don't know what your dream is, again, back to the whole self-discovery or dream journaling, or, whatever. Or again, we're back to that, like purging all the shit that's keeping you from pursuing your dreams, or doing the thing you want to do, or whatever. Because even if you like think, well, I'm holding on to this thing, that can't be what's stopping me from this, but yeah, it can, because it's taken up headspace, taken up rent-free space. It's keeping you from the things. And so, that's the chick who wants to be in a relationship but doesn't go socialize. See, I have my own demons, y'all. I am never not speaking to myself when I am doing astrology. And I think most astrologers are, we're as much talking to ourselves as we are y'all who watch our content or read our content, or whatever. Turmeric, which rebuilds body, mind, and spirit. Ooh. I feel like that goes with what I just said about, like, just because you don't have it in your natal chart, or just because you don't think you have spunk or fire or motivation or discipline, or you don't have a dream or whatever, like if you actually were to build yourself, like if you bridged your body with your mind and your spirit, like your spirit guides have a message for you. Your deceased family, your ancestors have a message for you as to how you can, or what you can be doing, what you can be teaching. Think of your Chiron as like the teacher. What are you meant to be teaching? You know, like, what are you meant to teach? Not be an educator particularly, but teach yourself, right? What are you meant to show yourself or demonstrate for yourself, right? Whatever that may look like for you. I like turmeric. It's it can be a really strong flavor, but there are plenty of ways of getting turmeric. You can get turmeric and like grate it like ginger into your food. I'm pretty sure you can get ground turmeric. I don't know. Yeah, you can. Turmeric oil, there's turmeric milk that you can get in some grocery stores. There's turmeric teas, all of the things. But I think like any thing that you can use that's a root at this point, which I might be speaking out of turn. Turmeric may not be a root, but I think it is, or it grows close to the ground. But root vegetables, root things can really root you in. So you can actually use this Sun Neptune conjunction, which peaks after the moon moves into Cancer, but it's building with this Gemini moon. And so, and we've got Mercury and Aries to really support like bringing things more of like a feisty, fiery energy, bringing your ideas into being. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Again, I know it's a crazy ass time, but also focus on your own, keep your eyes on your own paper, and really focus on what you can be doing for yourself and all of that. And so, so you manage your energy. We've all kind of maxed out our energy, and you can choose to manage your energy by, is it really your problem if blah, blah, blah is doing blah, blah, blah? Not if it's not affecting you. It's sad. I mean, of course, when I woke up and saw that the farmer lost her mare and a foal, yeah, okay, that wasn't what I thought I was going to wake up to, but it was also my responsibility, my choice to um not be on my phone until I actually got up and did tasks. So, anywho, hope that's helpful. Feel like I was a bit scattery and kind of all, but maybe, like I said, somebody needed to hear it today, and I am glad that I was able to provide it. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. And it being the first quarter square moon, we're heading into the equinox soon. And so it's coming into an intense time. So hold on to your roots, keep yourself together in the best way that you can. And pivot, respond, be proactive, and all of the things. So I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye.